Hello guys, welcome back to Haymanager. I've not put a video out in a few days, but I thought I'll quickly just do a knockout stage predictions. My predictions previously didn't go too well. I'll tell you what, I think I can actually show you how well I did there. So I had Italy in the group stage to finish top. I thought Turkey, I think everyone thought Turkey might be the dark horses, but in fact Wales came through, which is an interesting one. Belgium and Denmark I got correct, but Russia and Finland, I thought Russia might just edge Finland, but obviously they didn't. Group C, spot on. I think a majority of people must have got Group C absolutely spot on. Group D, England and Croatia did pretty well with them. Got 2 correct in there. Scotland and Czech Republic obviously escaping me, just finishing above each other. Well, the opposite way around, should I say. Poland, I thought Poland might have topped the group, but they did perform really badly. Lewandowski picking up form just towards the end. Spain, obviously, I got correct. I didn't think they were going to have a fantastic tournament. But Sweden, I got very wrong. Sweden, I didn't think were going to perform as well as they have. And yeah, they did finish in the top position in that group, Slovakia. And then not finishing at the bottom, they finished 3rd. Then for Group F, Portugal, France, Germany and Hungary. We obviously saw a very exciting day. Hungary finished at the bottom, I think everyone predicted. France, I believe, finished at the top. Then Germany snuck into 2nd and Portugal finished 3rd. So now we've got an interesting stage where we go to the knockout stages now. And this completely contradicts everything that I thought obviously would have happened. So now we've got quite a few entertaining games, to be fair. We've got Belgium versus Portugal. Now Belgium-Portugal, do I think Belgium have the quality to really stop Portugal's attack, and do I think Portugal's defence is going to be able to stop the likes of Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku and those types of players? Well, I believe Portugal will actually dominate this game. I think they will. The quality they have, Renato Sanchez, in every single tournament, I don't know what it is about him. The World Cup, I believe 3 years ago now, he had I think it was Euro, was it Euros? No, it was a World Cup. The World Cup 3 years ago now, he was absolutely stellar. He had a fantastic tournament. The Euros before that, when I think he was very, very young, I think, or maybe even 18, 19. He had a fantastic tournament there. I mean, I think Portugal will be able to overthrow Belgium purely because of the Belgian defence and the way the wing-backs operate. I don't think they're good enough. And then they've got Hazard, who's not fantastic. He's in decent form. Excuse me, he's not brilliant. But then you've got De Bruyne, who's absolutely fantastic, a phenom. Lukaku is banging in goals for fun, so he's playing very confident at the moment. That's the main one. He's playing very, very confident football. But Portugal, against France, they had a very entertaining game, and France are a difficult side in the group stage. And to score 2, I know the penalties, and there's a few controversial decisions in that game. I think Portugal are set up very well to go and advance a long way, especially against Belgium. So that's my first one there. Italy, Austria, I think it's pretty obvious who's going to come out on top there. Italy have found some fantastic form, and in the group stage, people argue that it's not very good to go attacking. You play very defensive football, try and get the 1-0s, much like England have done. But I think this Italy side are showing how to play through tournaments. That they have found their form quick. They've gone out and played expressive football, but then they've kept the back 4 very solid and let the front, I believe, front 5, front 6, just do what they want freely, really. Jorginho sits a bit more deep, but I think it's a fantastic side, and they have to be proud of themselves so far, Italy, scoring however many goals they have and not conceding 1. Donnarumma, a very, very, very good pick for your Euro fantasy football sides if you've not picked him already. I think he's going to be fantastic. Then France-Switzerland, again, France, they're the only pick I think can go through there. Kante's having a great tournament, although he did get shadowed a bit by Renato Sanchez. Well, Switzerland haven't got the quality whatsoever to stop this France side. Pogba's having a phenomenal tournament, a very, very good game, a lot of domineering sort of plays from that, a very deep role that he's trying to play at the moment. Then Croatia, Spain. Spain for me are a tricky one. I don't really like the Spanish side. They can't finish. Croatia play a very physical game and Spain struggle physically. They've got Rodri. Pau Torres has been playing very well, but their wing backs for Spain aren't brilliant. They have a few. They've got strikers that just can't find form and have a few error-prone situations. Morata should have scored a goal or two. Moreno seems to just He can't find the corners at the moment. He's just shooting directly at the goalkeeper. It's a tricky one so far, but I've got to predict it. I think Spain will narrowly go through against Croatia. Modric and Croatia, credit to them, are a phenomenal side, and I bet they would have wished they'd got drawn anybody else but France. But Spain, sorry. But Croatia, I can't express it enough. They haven't got that spark anymore. They've got a very experienced side. They've got Modric, Kovacic, players like that who are fantastic players, but just haven't got that spark, that energy that they used to have, say, 3-4 years ago. Then Sweden versus Ukraine. Sweden, a surprise little dark horse that have come through. I quite like the way Sweden are playing at the moment. Alexander Isak, really good. He's going to secure a move either this year, whether or not it's this year, I don't know. But next year for sure, he's going to find a way to move clubs. Probably, I reckon the Premier League would suit him very well. He's very physical, great at holding players up, holding up the ball, but then he's very tricky inside the box. That's the main thing, really tricky. I think Sweden have got a gem there for years to come. It's probably better off that Ibrahimovic didn't go to the Euros, so Isak can perform and get the experience he needs. So he's playing very, very well. Then the big game. The big game here, England versus Germany. Germany struggled against Hungary, but Hungary showed they were very hungry for success. Germany's midfield of Goretzka, I think, who else did they play in that midfield? They played Goretzka, they played, I can't remember his name now, I can't remember the midfield, but Goretzka, a very physical midfield. It's incredibly fit. Cruz, there you go. Goretzka, Cruz. Very physical midfield, but they don't overload through that midfield spot because they have the wing backs. They play 3 at the back, 2 wing backs, so it's more of a 5 at the back. They've got 3 players up front. They play Kai Havertz as sort of a striker. He plays that role that he used to play for Bayer Leverkusen, and much like he played for Chelsea in the final of the Champions League, where he just drops deep and then makes those runs in very late, and because of his physicality, he's very tall. He's able to cause a problem. Then you have Gnabry, who I think is a phenomenal, a really great player, very tricky, very agile, and then Muller, who sort of just plays in and around the area. I think Muller's an underrated player, but Germany just haven't got a great side as of yet. The game they played against Portugal, I think it was a very, very strange game where Portugal or France, I can't remember which one it was, where they allowed, I think it was Portugal. They allowed Portugal allowed Germany, should I say, to let Gosens get in that left wing back area and really dominate the game from just crossing the ball deep and having late arriving wing backs. But against England, I don't think that's going to happen. I think England is set up so well in that defence and that solidarity that Maguire playing is very experienced. You've got Luke Shaw and Kyle Walker, who I think should both start. They've been absolutely fantastic. Stones, a great physical sort of player, really good. He's not the strongest, I wouldn't say. He's quite fast, but he's very, very good in the air. Really good in the air. So I think in terms of that aspect, we're very good comparing defensive, but then striker-wise, forwards-wise, England completely dominate. England are going to be the ones that go through. Then it's Netherlands for me against Czech Republic for obvious reasons. I think Netherlands, great tournament so far. Czech Republic showing signs of quality and chic and players like so, but Czech Republic for me just haven't got the ability. And then Wales, Denmark. I've got to say it. I think Wales are going to probably just take Denmark. I think they'll just take them. Denmark, I mean, they've got a fantastic side, but Wales' defence is the only thing that's stopping them. But Wales in their final game showed a completely different type of team that they are. They've got Ramsey coming through. They've got great, I think is it Dunn or Angus Dunn, or I can't remember the goalkeeper's name. The goalkeeper's had a standout tournament. Very good tournament. He's Leicester City's second keeper. But he's had a fantastic tournament. And obviously Gareth Bale, Dan James, players like that. But I think Wales are just going to edge Denmark. As great as Denmark are, you have a fantastic side. I think Wales have got some spark in them to try and get them through. So then we look at the rest of the teams. Now, I said Portugal might go very far, but Italy, seeing them match up like so, Italy have got to go through for me. Italy are quiet contenders to win the whole tournament. Portugal, Ronaldo's playing very well, but he's scored a lot of penalties. Portugal have been quite fortunate. Bruno Fernandes not playing too well. The defence is making a few errors here and there. I don't think Rui Patricio is fantastic in there. He's made one or two outstanding saves, but the basics for a goalkeeper he seems to lack at. Then France-Spain, it's got to be France for me, easily. France obviously going to win this game. Spain, I think they'll just edge it against Croatia, and then coming up against France, I think they'll just panic big time. Then England-Sweden. England, I see beating Sweden. I think England have a pretty nice run to the final if they can try and beat Germany. And then Netherlands-Wales. I really think, and it's going to be a weird year, I think Netherlands are going to go through. I don't think Wales have the quality to beat Netherlands. Depay, Wijnaldum, they've got De Ligt in defence. I don't know, Van Dijk's not gone to the tournament, has he? But Netherlands have a very, very strong side overall. I think they're very, very good, and you can't really mock Netherlands because Wales, I think Wales very much like Netherlands have a very strong attack but lacking the defence. So you're going to see a weird sort of match-up here where both sides are going to be very attacking, and it's who can outscore the other. And I think Netherlands just outdo them, basically, just because Gareth Bale's seen better days, let's put it that way. Italy-France. Now, Italy-France, this will probably be the game of the whole tournament, if anything. This will be a very interesting game. Italy versus France. Who do I think will come out on top? It's anyone's guess at this point. France have a fantastic front line, but Mbappe's yet to find form. And people have been able to find him out, basically. But Italy's defence, if I have one thing to criticise about Italy's defence, it's very slow. It's a slow defence. And France have a lot of fast players up front, very tricky players, who can try and expose Italy's defence for being so slow, but they'll probably just drop a bit deeper, which will allow France to create more chances and whatnot. But Italy's attack is very, very good. But I think France will just edge it. So we'll see a France Euro 2020 final versus England. I think England have a better defence than Netherlands. I think they've got a better attack than Netherlands. It's all about your striker at the end of the day. France have Giroud, and Benzema has been playing great football. Then you've got Immobile for Italy, who's been playing fantastic for them. As you can see, England have Kane, who can obviously come through, and he's got the quality. The Netherlands don't have anyone. They have Depay, but he's much more of a winger. They've not really got a out-and-out striker to play for them. I think that'll be that. Then obviously in the final, I think England will bottle it in the final, but I think it'll be good enough momentum to see us progress for the World Cup and potentially win a World Cup in the future. So that's my predictions. I'm going to save them again in the obvious format. That's how I think it's going to go down. It's going to be an interesting one. It's going to be a very interesting knockout stage, but we'll have to see whether or not I'm correct or if I'm very, very wrong. But I've got a weird feeling that I think we're going to do just fine with our predictions. Italy, a fantastic run for them. No one really saw it coming. England, I reckon if they can beat Germany, it's Germany, England, it's going to be, whoever wins out that game is going to have a very nice run in for the final, let's put it that way. With the quality Germany have played already, you'd think that they'd be able to beat others. And then with England managing to just play very solidly throughout, you'll think they'll just grind out results. So whoever gets to the final will get to the final. And yeah, it's an interesting one. It's been a fantastic group so far. Well, group stages so far. I hope you've been enjoying it yourselves. I've been enjoying it massively. Just been very busy at the moment myself, trying to get on top of things to progress and bring you better content. So yeah, hopefully a quick update today just before the games go on. We'll see how I perform in terms of the knockouts. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. From me, Alex, have a great day. By the way, like, subscribe. You better do it. We're on 70 subs now. I'm absolutely buzzing. Thank you very much. But yeah, I shall catch you in the next video. From me, Alex, have a great day. Ciao.